Hi everyone, my name is Roisin Liu, and today I wanted to talk about young student migrants in education. So that was my focus in vulnerable populations today, and I wanted to kind of explain that to you. So looking at this, it's a little bit tough because most migrant children, especially those who are migrating from Mexico, that was the focus, do not have the same opportunities that people who are born and naturalized in the United States do. Most of the time, migrant parents are trying to maintain a living and work on farms or whatever job can pay, but oftentimes it's not enough, and students need to end their education in order to also work on the farm with their parents or with their siblings. There was an account of a young adult, I should say, who had seen her parents working in the fields and on the farm all her life, and by the time she was in 9th grade, she had to start working with her family, and she didn't even want to attend school anymore. She wanted to work because she had been working already as a child and had no choice but to, because that was the only choice she had. There are a lot of programs in the Carolinas and also in Florida that were mentioned, but there's different systems of education. So some schools function differently. Some schools offer 8 classes per semester, and you have half credits for each class, and then you finish the other half of the credits in the other half of the semester. So some in fall you get half, and then spring you get half. But most of the time, migrant children can't finish that spring semester. There are some schools that do 4 classes, full 1 credit programs in the fall, and then 4 full 1 credit programs in the spring, and that's more desirable, but still those students don't get to finish what they started. So especially for those children who, they get those half credits and then they move forward, they might be able to make some classes during the semester but can't because they need to work with their family and show up just in time to take the final at the end of the year, and they have no idea what the material is on because they didn't get the chance to actually learn it. So there are programs being set up so that people who have phased out of migrant education programs and are too old to take them can start to take them, but still they can be more comprehensive. This is a huge, I am not Arizona native, but I would expect this is a huge issue in Arizona as well because we are a border state, and it is a difficult political climate to be working with students who are migrant children and are afraid of the anti-immigration policy or anti-migrant policies that are not only in place, but the quiet, silent policies that are being used against these people, even though they haven't been invoked in law. I guess it's more a point of action than it is in law, and it's scary to them. I would be scared as well. A lot of the times it's mostly about trust than it is about the law. So I think it's firstly, I don't have a lot of background in it, to say the least, to answer the question of if I have a lot of background. No, I don't. I've worked with people who are outside of the US before, and I've worked with children who speak only Thai, and it's because I visited them in Thailand and was teaching them English. But from people and friends who work with a lot of children, work with children who are native to Mexico or have just recently migrated here and only speak Spanish, it is so difficult to earn their trust and for them to kind of come out of their shell. And seeing the way that children act now in the news about like local schools and in education makes me sad. I think that there should be more policies in place so that students can feel more comfortable to be in bilingual programs so that they can speak both English and Spanish in said programs and learn to the best of their ability using their native language and their mother tongue and English, and know that they're going to be supported no matter what their family circumstance or financial circumstance or political, cultural circumstances look like, any of the above. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.